Alright, so next up, still have to watch all the videos and reviews and stuff of people doing this figure, but we have Shanna Scarlett O'Hara Desert Ambush, which again is accurate for the most part because this is how she was dressed. It's not like she really uses this, but she does slide down the thing that Snake Eyes uh, comes down as well. Can't think of the name of what that would be called right now. Um, really glad to have this figure, even though, of course, everyone that I know likes to comment on uh, a certain part of her body. Um, but that that's just how it is. So what you gonna do about it? Um, And I guess this would be the first time to actually start talking about how upset people were, at least some, originally when they saw some of the trailers and some behind the scenes stuff of these costumes. A lot of people felt like it was too Matrixy, too X-Men-y. The whole idea of G.I. Joe is that each character is supposed to have their own unique uniform, and I'm not really sure how I feel about that. This one I thought was okay when I started seeing the videos of it, and even if you look at the figure, because yes, it is all in black, but at least I haven't checked out the male figures yet, but at least with this photograph that they originally had when they were kind of teasing about what G.I. Joe was going to look like, she still kind of has kind of like a unitard bikini type part added to the lower part of her body. Um, Not so much the upper body, but so that's kind of, in my opinion, a throwback. She kind of originally believe had high, kind of yellow, tannish boots, so at least the boots do go up somewhat. So I think that's maybe me just reaching, but I'm okay with it. And then the other idea was they are a military um, unit, and there's just some things that even though we want to see them, sometimes they can't do it for movies, and I can excuse it because it wouldn't probably translate very well onto film. I mean, even with some of the uh, newer movies, they always change the uniform somewhat, but I also can see it as okay because I want to see something new. I don't want to always see the same thing that I've seen all the time, so I'm okay with that. Haven't really figured out this whole thing. Uh, Looks like it'd be easier to just have her grab onto the pieces, but it kind of looks more like a harness where you're supposed to actually take the time to try and fit this around her body, and it probably does work, but I don't know that I would ever use it that way. Um, the other thing I noticed too is that some people may have figured this out by now. Okay, so I still have to go through and check out everyone's videos and everything. But I know that at the time that I originally were watching the reviews and was, looking forward to the figures and everything, I had not seen anyone do it this way. So if someone has done it this way, I'm not trying to take credit for something that you got online before me, but you get a crossbow here, and it seems like ever since the newer releases of the crossbow, you get it in two pieces, whether it's the 25th anniversary one or this Scarlett O'Hara. It's in two pieces. I really like this. I like the fact that it's still kind of supposed to look like a crossbow, but they've made it more futuristic in that it's able to kind of do like a GPS video type thing, and it that way if she's not able to take a clear shot, all she has to do is quickly get a view of it, and then it shoots it off and finds its target. But what I was seeing in most of the people's videos is they were taking it apart and sticking it in her holster and all that, and I'm not sure if it's going to show up on my camera, but you can do it that way, or if I remember, there's supposed to be somewhere that you can do it without having to take her crossbow apart. I know I was not making this up. I do remember it doing it. Yeah, so there we go. Got it to do it. Hopefully it was on camera too. So you can just take it and put it that way. It might be kind of in the way and whatever, but you can do that, and then you can put her gun in her harness right there, so she can hold everything. So if you have already seen this, then sorry about that, but I do remember that that's one thing I was always noticing, is that I'm like, I wonder if it would clip on the side and if you could do that. So that's cool. So then I guess we'll go on to her file card, because gave my views on the figure pretty much. Talked about how she was interpreted in the movie. Kind of want to see how the story evolves in her file card. It says, G.I. Joe Team's intelligence specialist Shanna Scarlett O'Hara is also an accomplished warrior. Descending from her zip line, she defends... Okay, so that's what that thing is called, that her and... or even the one that she comes with could be seen as, even though it looks more like a grappling hook harness type thing, which I guess technically that is a zip line, so yeah. Is also an accomplished warrior. Descending from her zip line, she defends an embattled desert convoy. Her reactive impact armor protects her from weapons fire as she blasts with speed and skill. That's another thing that I'll say with it too, is I can totally understand why they would want this what are they calling it? Reactive impact armor, is because they're going up, even though they might not know at the time, they're going up against laser rifles. And the last thing you want to be wearing is some cloth uniform going into battle, in my opinion. So I can forgive that. And yeah, so far they're pretty much telling you what's happening story-wise in the movie, and then sort of in the file cards too, so that's kind of cool. But anyway, I think I've done my time, so I will see you all later. Alright, bye.